leaving Andy Priaulx as the sole man of the three hopefuls who had come to Macau to take that World Touring Car title for the first time. And he's, Nicola Larini with a bit of a slide there, and that's a very, very important moment for Nicola Larini. Just finding a little bit of moisture there perhaps, or something else. The tail of the car stepped out, and that's the Chevrolet pit wall watching as Larini has planted it firmly in our bend, and red flags, red lights are out on the start-finish line, so the session has been stopped. He is barely offline, David. That the car just snaking away from him there, and even here on one of the widest parts of the track there is no margin for error.
That's what happens when you come to a street circuit. A street circuit is exactly what it says. You are between the barriers, both sides. There is no room for error. There are no curbs to run over. There's no extra space. There's no bit of grass if you make a slight mistake. If you make a slight mistake, this is what happens. Nose first, straight into those tyres. You can see Nicola, he's jumped over the barrier. Now he's jumping onto the road on the other side, which is still...
Well, that's the pit lane entry, of course.
Yeah, and you see one of the cars coming in there, so he'll walk back down. He'll be really disappointed because he has been quickest. And you see how hard that car went in there. That was a big hit. And that's going to be a lot of work for the Chevrolet team to repair that.
Well, you can see from the two Mullers BMWs on the racing line how far offline that one little twitch put him, and that's because they are going really pretty quickly through there. That is our bend just before the start-finish line. As you can see, he's almost on the grid markings. Andy Priaulx fastest at the moment from Jörg Muller. Jan Magnussen, yes, big Jan, is Andy Priaulx's teammate for the weekend, and he is certainly been trying to help Priaulx get a big toe here in qualifying.
You can see from the times you just looked at on the screen there what a big difference there is, because all year long we've seen the World Touring cars 15 cars all within a second of each other. There we're looking at, you know, the second car's 2 seconds down, the third car's 8 seconds down. What's happened here is that the flags come out after only one lap, or even some of it's got one lap. And there was just a bit of a movement to the back of the rear suspension. Did look a bit iffy, didn't it?
Yeah, I was just wondering in the super slow-mo there whether that left rear wheel, maybe it was just the lettering on the tyre, looked as though it was oscillating a little bit. Certainly the car, we saw it as the